Welcome to today's video. Happy to have you with me today. So, in this episode, where we're gonna share our thoughts and whatnot, I'm gonna be going over my thoughts on Bannerlord and just a variety of things. The biggest thing I think right now that is driving me a little bit up the wall is being in quarantine. Quarantine's kind of a bizarre thing. Hello, welcome to the viewer who has joined the channel. So what are your thoughts on Bannerlord, if you're able to comment? If not, I'll just continue chatting. Myself, I personally have been quite surprised by it. I thought it was going to be pretty lame compared to the previous edition, Mount and Blade Warband, because Warband is just, an amazing feat of game engineering. I mean, I think out of all the games I've ever played, and it was just one that, I started. It's going to be my anniversary of playing the game for about 6 years on the 13th. And it's just kind of incredible just how long you can spend in a game and still go back to it and still enjoy it and still find that there's more to do about it. And I think the unique thing is with Bannerlord that it's coming out is, in many ways, you feel as if it's a rebirth. And when you play multiplayer, there's a huge interest. When you go on YouTube, there's thousands of views on the videos. When no matter what you do now, it makes me feel as if this is what it must have been similar to when Mount and Blade Warband came out for its first time, and specifically the Napoleonic Wars version, because Napoleonic Wars is specifically what I think kept me coming back and back to the game, because there was nothing else quite like it. And even now, I still don't think it could be copied perfectly, because there's just such a complexity in the combat and how things are formulated that is not matched by other games. And I would stand by that still. One of the things with Bannerlord is right now, there's lots of glitches and stuff. And I was talking to one of my friends earlier, and he says that, Town Worlds isn't super wealthy and they had to spend a lot of money. They were an indie developer, and obviously they made money off of Warband, but they're coming around for their second try with Bannerlord. And some people were complaining about how there's no voice acting really if you play the single player campaign. And it's true. Excuse me. There's not a lot of voice acting in it, but I don't really think that's too much of a problem, because if you really look at it, does it really matter? Because Mount and Blade's really just about making the game yours and creating your own story. You hop into the world and you are free to do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Even if you just want to sit in a castle, make some passive income from a workshop, just let it go AFK for like 10 years. You could do that. And the game doesn't really force you to do anything. The goal, I guess, is kind of survive. Now, one of the things that interests me about Warband in general, or I guess Mount and Blade, the series, is the community that has been brought up because of it. Because if you look at the depth and the strength and the enduring love of the community, I think it's unlike anything else seen before. I mean, I'm sure someone could propose that there are other games with avid fan bases that have been gripped to different developments within that their own respective communities. But I don't know. Mount and Blade Warband, the community on it is unlike anything else, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how the community adapts to Bannerlord. Myself, as someone who really enjoys the NW part of the series, I don't know what's going to happen for the future of NW. And I'm even taking a kind of a hiatus from playing NW to focus solely on Bannerlord, because that's what is engaging and entertaining and keeping me coming back for more. But I don't know what's going to happen to the future of the NW community, because for all we know, the end is nigh, or the end is coming. But Could Tale Worlds create a game that would replace that feeling, the satisfaction of doing a group fight and performing in melee combat that is constantly novel and never the same? That will be an interesting challenge for them to engage with. But we'll see. Well, that's basically it. If you're watching this, I got a podcast coming out on Wednesdays. It's mainly with the Bastards, and I want to see where the podcast is going to go in terms for Bannerlord because, well, part of me is interested in doing Bannerlord, but the community is so new, and I still got to spend more time with the game before I think I can give more thoughts about it. Because right now, what I've been experiencing, I think I've put about 22 hours into it so far, which is almost a day. But it's been definitely one of those games that I can see myself playing for a pretty long time. And one of the things, though, that I don't understand is why they didn't get the kingdom function to work, because you can't make your own kingdom yet. They better get that in soon because it's going to be kind of boring. That's what most people's goals are, is to, at some point make your own kingdom and kind of see where that goes. But for all the listeners, I hope you and your families are doing well. Stay safe from the coronavirus. And maybe a fun thing is that nobody should talk about the coronavirus for like a day. Maybe we all should, but I don't know. It's kind of taken over everything, I feel. But it's been great for gaming. I mean, Bannerlord is probably very happy because I've seen more people from years ago who I never thought I would see again. So those are some of my thoughts. Have a good day. Bye-bye.